there, my name's Alistair and I'm here to teach you how to deal with unruly hair. Much to people's disbelief, this is actually have been brushed. This is what it looks like from like the side. It is big, loud, and obnoxious. It's already tangled, I can feel it, so let's brush through it again, shall we? And don't worry about the sounds, it doesn't hurt. As you can see, it brushes through pretty well. I still come up with about the same result. Still pretty big. Still do a side. It's loud and obnoxious. Now, one of the ways, which is one that I don't usually do that much, but it's the only thing I have at the moment, is I curl it. So I usually put it up to the highest heat, which on here is 25, which I don't really know what that means, but it's a Conair instant heat something, and I have no clue how big this barrel is. It's one of their smaller barrels, that's all I know. So let's put it in, turbo, turn this thing on, and let it heat up. Now while we're doing that, usually you should heat protect your hair, but I ran out of it, so none of that stuff today. We're just gonna section our hair. I'm just sectioning mine in 2 groups because I'm lazy and usually I would do 3 or 4 groups, but once again, I'm lazy. Or you could do the thing where you just curl this section and leave this hair up in a bun and make it a half up, half down look. So I'll come back when this guy is warmed up. Okay, so I came back with half of my hair curled. So what I do is I usually like pull them like this just to kind of loosen them up some, and I brush through them just because I don't want them being like completely curly. I just leave them kind of like this. So like there's a fair difference. I mean, this side is kind of more tamed than this side usually is, so there's kind of a difference. So I'm gonna go with how I usually curl this side, and it's gonna look a little weird because I hold with my left hand and curl with my right hand because I'm left-handed, so it's easier for me to hold them on. And there are like knots in this, so I don't know how far it's gonna reach. So essentially what I do is I grab a little portion like this. I always curl away from my face. So I like, and this is one that has like a clamp. You could use the clamp if you want, but I don't personally like using it. I just sit here and I wrap it around, and if you don't feel safe doing this without a glove, like one of those heat gloves or whatever, you can do that, and you can wear one. And I just kind of roll it back closer to my head. Wait a couple seconds, do a little dance, and I pull it out, and I usually let that sit for a second so I can flip the hair over into my hand, wait a couple seconds, and let it drop, and push it back. Then I continue with the rest of my hair. So I'm gonna do the rest, except for the very front piece, to show you what I do differently with this piece than I do with the rest of my head. So, okay, so now I'm with the front. And one thing I kind of forgot to mention is I always keep it like this to get more like these kind of curls. You can curl your hair however you want. This is how I do mine. So with the front is I curl it towards the face, not away. There's no real reason behind it. I just kind of do. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. I just thought I'd mention it because this is how I do it, I guess. So I sit here and just kind of wait. And then I just like tilt my head and hope that it falls off. Hold it, let it down, wait for this to heat, like clear up a bit. And then I kind of just mess with this side a little bit more, get it to be more relaxed. Then when I think about this side is about ready to relax, I just brush my fingers through it, let it chill, and see if I can, I'm gonna use this like baby scrunchie, I guess, to hold this hair back into a low ponytail at the nape of my neck. I'll show you in just a moment after I finish tying it. So right here, and I pull down my top section, which is my thickest section, which means it's going to take me the longest. I split it in about halves, and because this hair was up, it's most likely going to be a little tangled, so I'm just going to brush through it a bit. I don't really care about where my hair part is. I usually get into that after I finish everything else. So really the top of my head is where it's the worst. I'm just going to show you guys me curling this side, and then I'll do this side off camera. I'll just show like me curling like a couple pieces off this side, just so you can kind of see. So here's my piece. Pull down that little thing. Keep it like that, and just start twirling it around. And then twirl the rest to my head. Wait for a bit. Drop it down to my hand. And let it fall. And I know you can't see the curl, but there it is. Can we talk about that? Where my hair is down to here, the curl lands to here. Right? That's a pretty big transformation. Grabbing another one. And curling it. Oh, get my fingers stuck in the curl. Bring it closer to the head. Wait for a couple seconds. Drop it. Wait for it to cool a bit. Drop it. Boom. Right now I'm going to do pretty much the rest of my head, and then I'll come back. And now here's my finished look. I kind of brush it out just to keep it light. And yeah, doing that. So see you next time I do it with a straightener.